Hey there guys, in this video we're going to be taking a look at the onChange event within JavaScript. So how this is going to work, if you take a look at the browser, we've got a select drop down element, which if we click, you see it's got a range of different colors that we can click on. And if we click on one of these colors, you can see it changes the background color to red. So that's the onChange event in JavaScript, which is a very powerful and very common event, which is widely used. Before we get started creating that, if we take a look at the actual description of what the onChange event is, you can see here it says the onChange event occurs when the value of a HTML element is changed. So if we go back to VS Code, every time we click a different option in the select element, whichever value we've associated it is turning that background color to whichever option you pick. So I've opened this up in the browser here, and then inside of our body here, we're just going to insert a select tag. Don't need to give it a name, but we'll just give it an ID of select. And inside of here, we're going to create a few options. So we'll say option, and this is the value property, which is going to change, and we're going to target to help us change the background color or whichever option we click with our onChange event. So our first option is just going to be blank, and we're just going to say select color or select a color, and then we'll just duplicate this a bunch of times, and then the next value is going to be red, say green, blue, orange, and then we'll do one final one, we'll say purple, and then associate those values with the text. So red, green, blue, orange, purple. So we've got our select element, we've given it an ID, we've got our options, and all of these options have their value attribute, which is what we're going to change that background. So we'll open this up. First we just need to, let's actually just save this so we can see our select element. You can see it up there. Now we just need to apply some style into this. So styles.css, include it in the head tag. So let's just grab the body and then center our select element. So we'll say display flex, justify content, center, align items to the center, and then height will be 100 viewport height. Save that. And that centers our select element there. Now let's add our app.js file. Link this at the bottom. So now we've linked that JS file, and this is just going to be really simple. We're just going to create two variables, one which is going to select the actual select element here, and then one that's going to select the body, which is going to allow us to change the color of the background. So we'll say const select equals document dot get element by ID. This has the ID of select, and then we'll do one for the body, so we can change its background color or change the color of the browser window. So document dot query selector, we'll grab the body, and then we'll just create a function so then we can actually style the background whenever we click on a different value. So we'll call this change background color. This is just going to be an arrow function, and this is going to be really simple. So we're just going to grab that body element that we created, so that variable of body, grab the style, and then grab the background, and then this is just going to equal the select, which is the select element here, and then we're just going to grab the value property of all of those. So these values here, that's what we're doing with this function. And then all we need to do now is just apply a event listener to this, give it the onChange event, and then pass it this function. Then that should change our background color depending on what we select. We'll say document dot add event listener, grab the change event, and then just pass it through that change background color function. And this now should complete our project. So if I save this and then I click on one of the values drop down, so let's just select green, you see it changes to the green background. And then if I select orange, changes to an orange background, and red background. So a pretty simple example, but it's a very effective and again a very common event used in projects and also in professional settings. So that's going to be it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.